Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Billy and welcome to the Kibosh. We put the kibosh on the best things the internet have to offer and the world beyond. So how does this work? Easy. The Kibosh is a top 3 sort of list, maybe an honorable mention or two, but the honorable mentions are usually there to shut up the haters or because they have a special place in my heart. Why not a top 10? Why not a top 5? Because I got shit to do and you got shit to do. One other caveat, while most lists on YouTube is a PSA about how this is my opinion and blah, 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 blah. No, fuck that. This is the realness. This is the be all, end all, the kibosh. And you cannot argue with the kibosh. If you want to argue, go scream at a baby. First up for this inaugural kibosh. We're not going to talk about my favorite anything. No. We go hard or we go home. And since I'm already at home, ladies and gentlemen, we're going hard. Horror is something that is near and dear to my heart. It's something I've loved ever since I was a child. And as an adult, I love it even more. First up, let's get a few honorable mentions out of the way. First thing, the honorable mentionist of great horror movies is The Shining. I don't have the movie because I want the Criterion Collection. I can't find it. I love this movie. It's pretty flawless when it comes to slow burn horror, and it has been obsessed to death. I love it, you love it, we all love it. So why isn't it on the list proper? Because I just saw this movie for the first time like a year or two ago. So it hasn't quite etched itself onto me or imprinted itself onto me the way that other things have. But honorable mention, The Shining. Honorable mention number 2, Psycho. Real talk, half this movie is a masterpiece. Finally, let's do this. Number 3, Oculus. Because fuck you, that's why. This movie about a spooky mirror that has everything you can look for in a modern horror movie. A time warping story, a mysterious object, and plenty of gore and uncomfortable moments. If you are the type of person that's ever watched a movie and said like, bitch, get out the room, or don't go up the stairs, this movie is for you. You can realistically appreciate the lengths at which these characters go to deal with this particular threat. And the movie is on Netflix, so you have no excuse. But why is it the 3rd best horror movie? I mean, were you not just listening? We got a spooky mirror. The vibe of the flick is just 2 hours of feeling like you have to pee, but you physically can't. And by the time it's over, you've probably, unfortunately, done that all over yourself. Butt clench rating, 9.0. Number 2. Jaws. Would we call this a horror movie? Of course we would. Sharks are a real thing, and they are way scarier than any sort of Michael Myers or Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees or anything. Fact, sharks know you by name and they plot your inevitable death daily. Fact, sharks have evolved to the point where they can smell your blood inside your skin and are currently concocting ways to go on land because they're tired of waiting for you. Fact, Jaws is fucking rad. I've always loved how Spielberg has been able to capture the conversation of people talking over each other, not always being easy to follow, but this movie does it masterfully. Combine that with the production problems that cause them not to see the shark as much, and what you have is a movie that's made even scarier by the circumstance. This movie, when I was a kid, had me scared to the point where I thought old Jawsy here was gonna come up out of the toilet and bite me on the ass, which is why I didn't necessarily want to go to the bathroom by myself. And come on, the donna. If you were at the pool and you blasted that through a loudspeaker, everyone's out. Butt clench rating, 9.5. Number 1, John Carpenter's The Thing. There is no other horror movie on the planet that is as good as the original Thing. From the opening, bum bum, bum bum. This movie starts with a helicopter trying to shoot down a dog for no discernible reason. From there, we get thrown headlong into the best practical gore effects that you will ever see and a don't trust anybody paranoia that makes this a classic. We have a story of isolation in the worst possible scenario, an alien world that is on Earth being attacked by an alien. When I watch these movies, I like to ask myself how long I would last in these particular situations, and I am pleased to report, or not so much, that I would not last very long. Once you take the cabin fever that this movie presents and then add the suspicion and frustration, it's a wonder anyone made it as far as they did. Often imitated, never duplicated, no matter how hard they tried, and I don't mind it. The Thing stands the test of time. Next time you watch it, here's what I'd like you to do. I would like you to try to find the exact moment every crew member gets infected. And then at the very, very end, when Childs is looking across at MacReady, I want you to make a decision if both of them or one of them is now the thing. Butt clench rating, 10.0. There you have it. The first Kibosh, Bosh, and the greatest horror movies of all time. If you haven't seen any of these, go out of your way to do so. If you disagree, what I want you to do is write your local congressman, because he is gonna care a lot more than I do. But if you do agree, drop a comment down below. Let's talk about how great these movies are. Again, my name is Billy. This was the Kibosh. See you next time. Peace out.